His son Gorman testified in U.S. courts that he accompanied his father on trips to Norman Cay to collect payments for Lehder. Lehder said in the interview that he brought most of Norman Cay and his hotel, turning the island into a fortified base for Medellin's operations. I purchased the hotel, the private island. That was the gig. That was the powerful thing. There were no authorities, no police or customs, he said. He explained that the timing of his operations coincided with Bahamian independence. When I arrived in the Bahamas, the British government had turned over the islands to the African Bahamian population, he said. The British left and the new government under Prime Minister Sir Lyndon Pinley was free and independent. They decided to be more open about tourism, which enticed me to look for a place like my Hong Kong island where I could see the United States in front of me. That made it feasible to smuggle cocaine into Florida. Lehder was one of the most notorious figures in the Medellín Cartel. Convicted in 1988 in the United States, he was sentenced to life in prison plus 135 years for drug trafficking and racketeering. After cooperating with U.S. prosecutors, he received a reduced term and ultimately served 33 years behind bars before being released in 2020 under a deal tied to his German citizenship. Reflecting on his fortune and power during the interview, Lehder said, I was able to achieve close to 100 million, but I had gigantic expenses. Keeping an island, farms, airplanes, hangars, security, people working in other roles, paying the police, paying some politicians. He also described the perils of survival in the drug underworld. I challenged the DEA for 12 years, he said. I was successful in avoiding law enforcement ships and planes, and which is more lethal, my competition in the criminal world. He recounted being kidnapped in Colombia and escaping, and the constant threats posed by rivals. I had very good trainers. I had many weapons, caliber weapons training, and the enemy knew my capabilities, and I was able most of the time to dissuade or persuade the enemy, don't mess with me, he said. Clarifying the so-called Medellín Cartel structure, Lehder stressed that it was never a monolithic organization. Many thousands of people in Medellín wanted to ship small amounts of cocaine to the U.S., he said. Some of us, like myself, Pablo Escobar, the Ochoa brothers, we were a group that opened export offices individually, not together. Eventually, there were 26 cocaine export offices in Medellín. The U.S. called it a cartel, but it was never a unified organization. He closed with a reflection on the futility of the trade. Eventually, the game will be over. Every transaction risked freedom and life. Many didn't survive. I did. Isn't that powerful? That's powerful. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 7:12. I thank you all for paying attention to the TMI broadcast. I appreciate all of you for being here. For those persons trying to reach out to me, my telephone number is 242-473-8566. I look forward to hearing from you. Please feel free to reach out to me at any time on WhatsApp or just message me through Facebook or message me on TikTok. I will respond. Thank you so much for joining the TMI broadcast. Good evening, everybody. Tonight is Sunday in the Word. Looking forward to seeing you all. We got to do God's Word. Got to do God's Word. Got to do God's Word. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. You all have a wonderful and blessed evening. Good night, everybody, from TMI.